What is up, guys? My name is Ben Hartwell. Thanks for checking out my channel. If it's your first time here, please consider subscribing. 2019, it's my first video of the year. I'm sorry it's taken so long, but you know what the Christmas period's like. I've been gigging, I've been recording, and I also took some time off just to spend with my family. But it's 2019 and I'm back. You might have noticed that my videos look a little bit different because for this year I've got a brand new lens. I'm stepping up my YouTube game. Just check out that awesome bokeh. If any of you guys are interested in the camera and the gear that I use for filming, just leave me a comment down below and maybe I'll do a video on it. So over the Christmas period, I've been doing a bit of recording, and one of the things that I noticed, and you might have experienced this yourself, is how much time I actually waste just sat in front of the computer getting the DAW ready to record. So this is just a really quick video on how you can get up and running and recording super fast. Let me show you. Okay, so I'm in my DAW, which for me is Studio One, but this technique should work across any DAW really. And all the big secret is to get recording super fast is to use user templates. So what that means is setting up a workspace with all the channels that you need to do a particular thing in your DAW, with all the plugins and effects and anything you might need, and saving that as a user preset so that you can load up your DAW, load up that preset, plug in and get recording straight away. So in Studio One, when I go to create a new song, down the side here, you can see that I've got some user presets. And there are two main things that I use Studio One for. One is recording all the audio for my YouTube videos, and two is for any bits of recording I might be doing, whether that's songwriting, or I want to get a riff down, or I'm recording to a backing track, or I'm making a new backing track, or whatever it might be. I have a template that I can use as a starting position for all those things. So let me show you my YouTube template first. So I've loaded my YouTube template up, and as you can see, it consists of just 3 channels. I've got a channel set up for my voiceover using my Rode NT1A, which you will have heard at the start of the video. That's not what you're actually hearing at the moment because I can't actually record in Studio One whilst I'm showing you what I'm doing. So the audio that you're hearing at the moment is from a Rode VideoMic Pro on top of this camera. That channel has a bunch of plugins set up specifically for this space. I'm using a compressor as a de-esser just to take away some of the sibilance. I've got an expander just to drop the volume a little bit when I'm not talking. I've got an EQ just to notch out a problem frequency I was having in this room and to also roll off some bottom and top end. Then using the SSL EQ and the Pultec EQ just to shape the sound a little bit more. And then using 2 UAD compressors, the 1176 and the LA2A, just to help control that vocal. The next 2 channels are for guitar. The first channel is recording the output from the guitar and has a tuner and a copy of Helix Native on there. And the third channel has its input set to the output of this guitar channel, so that any changes that I make in Helix Native are actually coded to that channel. And that's really useful when I'm doing things like how to get the tone videos where I'm constantly making changes within Helix Native. It means that all those changes are recorded straight to that channel. So when I actually hit record in this template, I'll be recording voiceover on channel 1, the straight DI from the guitar into channel 2, and the output from Helix in channel 3. So that's my basic YouTube template that I use all the time. Let me show you my slightly more complicated writing template. So this is a slightly more complicated template, but it's basically the same thing. I've just got a bunch of channels set up with everything that I need to get writing and recording straight away. On my first channel, I've got a copy of Contact running Studio Drummer, just for any beats or drum patterns that I might need whilst I'm recording. I then have 3 channels of guitar, all set up basically the same, just with 3 different sounds. They all have a tuner and they all have a copy of Helix Native on there. I've got a clean sound, a basic crunch sound, and a lead sound. And those 3 sounds have kind of got my bases covered for writing and recording. Never really kind of know what sound it is that I'm going to need when I'm recording, but I can probably get away with tracking with one of those three and then tweak it once I've got the part recorded. I've then got a VST bass from Ample Bass, and this is just the free version of their P-Bass plugin, but it sounds great. I can highly recommend this plugin. I've then got 3 channels of effects set up, a delay, a plate and a room reverb, just so they're there in case I need them. Saves having to go to the browser, find an effect that I like, drag it in, set up a new channel. It's all set up, ready to go. On both these templates, the YouTube one and this writing one, I have an SSL compressor on the master output. I use it for 2 reasons. 1, I really like the sound of it, I think it sounds great. And 2, I like to work in a top-down approach where I'm recording into that compressor, and it's just helping control things a little bit. If you want to learn more about top-down mixing, Nolly from Periphery did an awesome video about the plugins he uses and his approach to it. I'll put a link in the cards. And that's it. No big secret in this one. It's really simple. Just set up the templates for the things that you do most often in your DAW. Make sure you've got all the channels that you need with all the plugins and effects ready to go, so you can just plug in and hit record. I guarantee if you set up some user templates in your DAW and you're anything like me, you'll find that you save a bunch of time doing this. Just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that's subscribed to this channel. You might have seen the other day that I hit 200 subscribers, so thank you to everybody that is hitting that subscribe button. And if you haven't already done so, it's down here somewhere. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up down below. If you want to watch another video on my channel, you can click just up here. And don't forget to subscribe. You can do it just there. See you in the next one.